Alright, so in this video, we are going to be comparing the cameras on the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro to see if bigger is really better. Alright, so it's been a while since there's been a discrepancy between the Pro Max models and the Pro models. It hasn't been since the iPhone 12 Pro where the Pro Max had a slightly better camera for the telephoto. This year, the 15 Pro Max has a 5x telephoto, whereas the baseline 15 Pro just has the 3x. So in this video, let's compare the two cameras to see how much better the 5x telephoto really is. And at the end of the video, I'll tell you which one of these two phones I'm personally going to keep for myself. Okay, so let's start off with the Pro Max on the left and the normal Pro on the right, and you can see that you can zoom in so much more with the Pro Max on the left, see a lot more detail of the melting clocks and the canyon in the back. But if you really want to see a painting where you can't get to the front, you gotta check out Starry Night. Look how much more you can see the paint clumps of the stars on the left hand than you can with just the normal Pro on the right hand side. Now I came back to this main open area of the MoMA and I wanted to see how far I could zoom into those tiles on the wall on that far side. And wow, the Pro Max has a really far reach, but let's see if we can do even better than that. So what I've done here is I've grabbed the screen recording. We're going to start at the maximum telephoto, which is 5x and 3x, but you can still zoom in via a digital crop even more. And look at that Pro Max. You can even see the designs within the tiles. Wow. But these days when I come to the MoMA, everyone wants to see Anadol's unsupervised, this AI art. There's several different versions, but this one with the bubble sand is definitely my favorite. And it's only on display until the end of this month of October, so you should definitely check it out. I could stare at this for hours. It's so satisfying. All right, let's take our adventures outside. I was hanging out in Williamsburg with my friend over the weekend and noticed that there was a bee house, a beekeeping house. What do you call these things? And you can see all the bees flying around. And I zoomed in from the ultra wide to the max zoom from each camera. And it is crazy that you can see the individual bees. I'm gonna zoom back out just to show you how tiny they really are. I'm going to put these two photos side by side to show the range of the Pro Max's camera lineups. On the left, you have the ultra wide, and you can see the bee house, you can see the city in the background, and on the right hand side, we zoomed into the individual bees. Crazy that from one device, you can capture this entire range and everything in between. Now, if you're curious what the normal iPhone 15 Pro can pull off, I've put the iPhone 15 Pro's max zoom on the left side and kept the Pro Maxes on the right hand side. The normal Pro is no slouch either with its zoom. When I picked up the iPhone 15 Pro Max, I thought to myself, this would be a really good phone if you went on a safari. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go on a safari, so I hung out with my friend's dog instead. Next best thing. And so here's a video of my friend's dog Bingo playing in the park while my friend tries to figure out which dog he knows and which ones he doesn't. I'm already filming on the telephoto, but here I'm gonna try to zoom in again to the very max to see how far we can get. It is really amazing to see how close you can get up to those dogs. I stuck around for the sunset and the Empire State Building was looking absolutely majestic, so I wanted to test out the cameras, and the telephoto already looks fantastic, but with the digital zoom you get so up close, it's ridiculous. Here's a side-by-side of just the normal 1x zoom on the left-hand side when you open up the camera app, and then all the way zoomed in with the digital crop to a 25x on the right-hand side. And it's crazy that all of that zooming capability is in your pocket now. Again, if you're curious how far the normal 15 Pro can zoom into the Max using the digital crop, I've put that picture up on the left-hand side. Again, not too shabby. But I wanted to see how well it did at night. With the ultra wide, it's still a little dark. When we switch to the main camera, it brightens up considerably. Let's zoom into the telephoto now. And it's a little bit grainy too. If we do a digital zoom, it's almost unsalvageable. It's too noisy. I really wanted to get some shots of the stars, but in New York, stars are almost impossible to come by, so I will settle for the moon. And if you're wondering what's that red thing on the horizon there, yeah, that's the moon. Well, telephoto is looking pretty good, but if we digitally zoom, is it totally gonna blow it out? Oh, damn, okay. Not bad, iPhone 15 Pro Max. You can even see some of the craters there, damn. And again, here is a side-by-side photo showing the full range from the ultra wide to the max digital zoom on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Absolutely ridiculous. And for one last time, if you're curious on how the normal iPhone 15 Pro did, I've placed the photo of the max zoom on the iPhone 15 Pro on the left-hand side. This one is a little bit interesting because when I was taking the photos for the normal iPhone 15 Pro, it went into night mode and I had to stand still in order for it to capture that light. So it comes off a little bit brighter, whereas for the Pro Max, it just took a quick snapshot and it came out looking a little bit grainy. All right, so that has been the camera comparison test. Now, Apple always says this is the most advanced camera system we've ever put in an iPhone. It's really true this time. I've been impressed by how they've been able to handle everything I was able to throw at it. Now, to answer the question, which one of these two phones am I going to keep? The answer is very simple for me. I'm going to keep the baseline 15 Pro. The Pro Max models are just a tad too big for me. And this is good news for anyone who still has an iPhone 14 Pro or the 13 Pro because the camera systems are pretty much the same. Otherwise, if you are on the fence on whether or not to get the 15 Pro Max model, this year might be the best year to go the bigger size up. Not only are you getting a camera spec improvement in the form of that 5X, but the titanium makes the phone feel lighter. And with the bezels ever so slightly thinner than previous models, it's never been a more compact package. So yeah, I hope this video helps you decide which phone is better for your needs. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions about these two phones. All right, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.